How's it going? Keith Townsend again. Welcome back to my video blog. You can learn more about me by following me on the Twitters at at Chuck Balkin. That's CUHKBLKN. No I or N at the end of Balkin. Interesting way to spell Balkin. I wanted to talk briefly about, I didn't get a chance to talk about kind of New Year's resolutions. I'm not a big New Year's resolution fan. I'm seeing that this is the end of January. Most of us have abandoned most of our New Year resolutions. I don't think I'm going to run 1,500 miles this year. I'm about 30 miles in so far for the year, so I hurt my back earlier, so not going to happen. But more importantly, I think I wanted to talk about what it takes to be successful. I had a blog post over on keithtownsend.co a couple of months ago that was a pretty popular post that talked about what I learned in my failed attempt to run 1,500 miles last year. What I learned was that when you take a really big goal, something like running 1,500 miles, you have to really go at it every single day. I say that, I was jokingly said that I'm not going to make my goal because I'm only 30 miles into 1,500 miles this year. What I learned last year was that when you really want something really bad, and it's something, larger than what your normal capability is, then you need to keep at it every day. I read a really encouraging blog post a little while ago about a guy who was able to support himself strictly on writing, which is a tough thing to do, whether it's freelance, whether it's from having a blog, or whatever you're doing to support yourself. Doing freelance writing is really tough in these days. But, his kind of thing was he's going to write 1,000 words every day. My average blog posts are probably around 500, 600 words. So to say that you're going to commit to writing 1,000 words every day of the year is pretty, that's a pretty big task. So it goes in the same vein of, I'm going to dedicate an hour a day of doing something. So, last year I think they had the hour of code for kids to learn how to write computer programs. The ideal is that if you spend an hour a day, do something in small chunks every day, then at the end of the year or at the end of a certain period of time, an extended period of time, you would have achieved something. Malcolm Carwell, in his book, The Tipping Point, talked about people who invest, I think it was 10,000 hours to become an expert. It's something to that effect. But the gist of it is the same, that over a long period of time, dedicated chunks of time spent to doing something results in something great. So 2014 is my year of excellence. This is the year that I focus on being excellent. My history is not a history of someone who's focused on excellence. I've achieved, I think, really great things. I've accomplished. I went to the great University of DePaul University, and as an adult, and got my bachelor's as an adult, and got my master's as an adult. I'm pretty accomplished in my daily job. So, from that perspective, I've done excellent. I've had excellent results. But I have to be honest and say, have I been a person who's put excellence in the forefront? I'm not a detailed-oriented person. That's, kind of not the goal of being excellent. But it's the attitude that, whatever I do, I'm going to put time into it and I'm going to be excellent at it. So one of the things that I've stepped away from is blog posts or the frequency at which I blog. I'd do something like I'd bang out what should be a draft of a blog post, post it, and then 2 or 3 days later come back and look at it and like, wow, I could have really done better. And the ideal is to not have those moments where I look at my work, whether it's something I do for my daily job, something that I'm doing personally like blogging or the video blog, where I look back and look at it and like, you know what, I was a little premature on that. I really could have done better. Over a period of time, of course, as I get better, I look back and I'm like, wow, you know what? I've gotten better. But the work that I submitted is not of poor quality or it's not subpar just because I didn't take the time to be excellent. So this year is my year of excellence. So as I strive for anything that I do, whether it's trying to learn Spanish, which I don't think I'm going to try, but or running 1,500 miles, or consistently blogging, or writing the 1,000 words a day. If I choose to undertake that as a way, as a method to get to a goal of having more blog posts, having more exposure, or doing more videos for Virtualized Geek or for my own channel, that you know what, I'm going to dedicate excellence to it. I'll understand the topics beforehand. I'll know the material like the back of my hand or fairly well before I come to you guys and talk to you about it, whether again it's on this medium or on the other channel. So 2014, the year of excellence. Hopefully you'll see it. Ask me about it, challenge me on it. Say, Keith, you know what? Did you take your time with this? Was this excellence? Thank you. Talk to you next video.